Hi guys, today I'm going to share some very interesting analytics data, so you could make a decision what coins you need to buy. I'm talking based on the pure numbers, no emotional attachment, just the numbers itself, right? I just want to tell you, I've been tracking some data. See, there are decisions that I take based on these numbers. A year ago, around April 18th, the total market of the cryptocurrencies is it's 8.1 billion. So these are numbers are in millions. Fast forward recently, on April 17th, it's 28 billion. That's a huge return. We are talking about almost 3.1 times. So that means if you pick any average cryptocurrency, you should be able to see 300%. And this number will go up. I'm guessing if the trend will continue, probably will hit like 78 billions, probably close to 100 billion by next year. That means we should be seeing more than 350% return for any average altcoin. So no wonder why altcoins are growing up. So that means 300% is a average return, right? So you need to find a coin who can beat a 300% return. Like if you are happy with the 50% return within a year, so be it. But pick a coin where you would see more than 300% return. So it makes sense, right? So I'm just sharing the top 10 coins. Let's look at the BTC. So BTC for the last 1 year, so it was lifting entire cryptocurrency volume. There is so much correlation. If the BTC goes up, the the cryptocurrency was going up. So the correlation was really good until somewhere around here, probably March. So the correlation got stopped. The altcoins were taking it over, so they were still growing, but the BTC market share dropped. It doesn't mean that price got dropped significantly, but this is the correlation with the cryptocurrency market, right? I want to see this graph as close as possible to this altogether. If it is getting closer, that means you should be investing. At this point, I wouldn't invest in BTC. It doesn't mean that I'll sell all my BTC, but you have to watch out because there are other currencies that are growing significantly. I would diversify my BTC investments. Whereas here, it is still this line. It's getting closer to this, so which is okay. So that means either you hold or buy little, But I'm not seeing this closeness by where between the blue line and here. I would like to see the BTC coming here, taking the market share of 80%. So if I hold the BTC, find out the coins that are doing above 300% return, and invest them and diversify them. There is a reason why people moved out of BTC and then investing in altcoins. And I'll share the numbers. Let's move to the second coin, Ethereum. So in order to get this graph properly, I divided by 5. So you should see the titles divided by total cryptocurrency divided by 5. So if I compare with 8.1 billion, so that doesn't make sense. So this is Ethereum cap is in millions, 738 million. I rechecked these numbers, I want to make sure that, whatever the data I'm providing, it's valid. I made sure that, numbers are exactly right. I'm not skiing the numbers. You can cross-verify the numbers because I'm scrolling very slowly. Look at what happened to the ETC. Whereas here, ETC is the best place to invest, but, around July 16th, I wouldn't invest. I wouldn't be investing here because the gap is getting widening. This is the best time to get in BTC, ETH, Ethereum, because the gap is getting closer and closer. Look at this. This is ultimately, when you see this upward trend, you should get into that coin. Whereas here, I'm seeing again downward trend, so that means, nah, that's not, you should you should keep exiting. But whereas here, like last 1 week, again it's getting closer to the blue line. So that means either you hold or buy little. Like I would like to see it's coming here and this trend is going up. I'll be sharing on a weekly basis how the coins are trending so that you can make a decision. And please subscribe. So I provide a very good analytical data. So don't forget to subscribe. Ripple. So Ripple didn't do well for a fairly significant of time because I'm seeing the widening, whereas the total cryptocurrency was going all the way up. Something happened here. This is something I didn't like, that straight wall, like either it got pumped in. I don't know if the bankers are buying in. That's like a huge spike. So which is a good thing, right? But you see it again, it's going away from the blue line. So if you invest here, like I would diversify from Ripple to somewhere on other altcoins. This is one of my favorite coins too. I had a significant portion of investments in Dash too. So I divided the total cryptocurrency by 15. Dash was under the radar because this is where I got in. Like when I see the gap between the total cryptocurrency is getting short, and like that's like, dude, like this is the best time to get in. Like and as soon as it is get closer, and then it's getting deviate from the cryptocurrency, so that means there are other coins picked up, like Pivx or the new coins I'm talking about, the PSOW, NEM, NEM, Augur. There was so many bunch of new coins, like they come and go, but so the market share went up. So this is the time, like I exited, like where it is diverging from the blue line, and the gap is getting widened, like and it seems now it is getting little uptrend. Would it go here? I don't know yet. Like these are the numbers. I cannot speculate it. Like I'm just only speaking the numbers. So I would like to see it is getting closer to the blue line. So that's where I could invest. So you make your decision. Let's go to the LTC. LTC was a shit coin, like for the most of the time, because the entire cryptocurrency was going up, and it didn't grow. Like it's almost like standard, like $3 to $4. Something happened in the last 1 month, like it closed. This is where you should get in, like this is like boom, and then it got away, and then it's getting little closer. I would like to see it coming back here, as long as this is upward trending, so you can hold because it's upward trending, or buy slightly. But you have to see if this line is going really vertical, or is it going to get flat in the next week. Monero. So Monero, I divided the total cryptocurrency by 38 times. So this is not right. Yeah, this should be, the title should be 30. Okay. So this is where the .NET listed the Monero somewhere after July. That's where the gap got closed. And after that, it didn't do well. The cryptocurrency, all the cryptocurrencies did well. So the gap between here, it's getting little wider, 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 wider. It's so wider. So it's going away from the blue line. I would like to see like trending like closer to this way, so that at least it is growing 300% up. If I hold the Monero, like, and I wouldn't hold the Monero, like, because the gap is getting wider. Like, would it become like 350% next year from $20 to 300, which is like $60 to $70? That's what I'm talking about. So the numbers are not there yet. So you make a decision. This is Ethereum Classic. I divided by 40. The total cryptocurrency. This is the best time to get in, like as the graph is getting closer to the blue line, you should get in there, and then you should exit here. I'm not seeing a good closer to the blue graph. Actually, it is, I see some widening out. Like look at here, like it's not. I wouldn't put much money there too. but it doesn't mean that Ethereum Classic is bad or not. This is where also really good. NEM has getting a very significant attention. It has a very good correlation with all the cryptocurrencies. When the market was up, it was up. So the gap was widened. Sorry, it's closed here around July 16th, and this is not the best place to be here while it is downward trending, like the gap cuts. So somewhere here the gap is getting smaller, but I would like to see something like here, like I know it's growing, but it's not growing as 300% of the altcoins. Like if you still see here, right, how many, like there's so many sales gaps between to here and here and here to here. So NEM is doing little like trending up, like as long as it's keeping it up the same share, I think it's okay. I haven't invested in NEM. I know it's a good coin, but I found a couple of other coins where I was getting more returns. That's how I play. It's all the numbers game. Augur. I didn't put the numbers because these are fractions. These are 74 million. I divided the total cryptocurrency corporate, the market cap with 60. So this is the best time to get Augur. Like the gap is very small, and I wouldn't invest here because I'm getting more returns in other altcoins. It's trending up. I would hold, but the gap is getting significantly high. That could concern me. The last coin. It was a problem. Okay, I didn't put the numbers there. Like Pivix didn't have good attention. Like this is where I got my attention. Like I divided the total cryptocurrency by 150. Look at this significant graph closing, right? This is, I mean, and if I want to invest any coin, this is how I would like to see it. I would like to see this gap getting closer and closer, closer and closer. So that's where, like most of my BTC, Monero, Dash, all these the top coins where they're not growing as much as all other cryptocurrency markets. So I was started diversifying everything into the emerging coins. Like this is what I look like. If you find a coin where you would see much closer to that blue line, go for it. And this is my baby coin. Even I like this one too. So it's not been there in the market. Look at these numbers: 3.3 million, 6, 6, 7, 27 millions. And then I had to divide this total cryptocurrency by 200 to even to get on the graph. But look at this baby curve, like it's closing that gap. So anything like widening, the gap is getting closer. That's where I like it. And it's not only the graph that I put these two coins. I do some fundamental research. I've been posting on those videos on those two coins. But I'll post on a weekly basis. I'll cover more coins, and then altogether the cryptocurrency will do well because, as I said, like last year we have 8 billions. Like as of today we have 28 billion total cap of cryptocurrencies, and I'm expecting it could go to 100 billions by next year. That means we should see more than 300% return. So pick the coin that is going to do well, like where you could see the marketing, the gap getting smaller to the total cryptocurrency. Good luck, guys. As I always say, like I know the cryptocurrencies will do well, but don't invest more than you can't afford to lose, right? Good luck, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I'll post I'm going to dig more and more deeper, and as I find very good coins, you will be the first one to know. All my subscribers will know right away. I still recommend, if somebody hasn't bought these two coins, you should buy, and go back and watch this video, like what it makes sense for you, like should we stay or you should buy more, and it's up to you. And as a disclaimer, I have both of these coins.